Alright class, what's up? As you know, we have these little questions. So I figured that, rather than doing this sitting at my desk in front of my computer, so you looking at the inside of my room, we can do it out here in my backyard. So that's not a background, this is like a little, it's my backyard. So, one of the only advantage of living out here is that, I don't have any neighbors, and if I do, they're grad students, so they don't really count. I'm a senior. I am doing electrical engineering, and these questions don't really run together. I know I should put transitions in there and all, but it just ain't gonna happen. Some things. 2 or 3 adjectives to describe public speaking. I thought about it, because this is public speaking and all, and I think it's. It makes me nervous. It's not an adjective per se, but you get it. It's overbuilt. Crap, that's not the right word. More like built up, I suppose, and then important. That was the third one that popped in my head because you got to do it at some point in your life, and so that's what I think of public speaking. It's important and all. Color, blue, and I tried to find a good reason why it represented me. It's a pretty color. I don't think of myself as a pretty man, so I couldn't say that. But I think it's peaceful and calming and stuff. So that's what I'm going to go with on that. And then the next couple questions are on social media. And what do I use? Facebook, obviously. Not as much as some people. I check it a couple times a week. That's not true. Maybe every day. But I'm not on there all the time. Twitter, I used to be a big tweeter. Now I don't tweet so much. In fact, I don't think I've tweeted since class started. So, and then YouTube. This will be on. I'll post this on YouTube. I post some other junk. MySpace, I had one, but I deleted it because I'm not in middle school. I played with Yelp, which was like a food reviewing thing. But I left that alone. It was just not. Whatever. And then, so I'll probably spend, I don't know, half an hour a day playing with Twitter. 10 minutes a day on Facebook. Not a whole lot. Oh, unless you count like forums and stuff, in which case I might spend a couple hours, or might spend none if I have a lot of homework. But and then you guys talking about world news, and I get a lot of my world news online. I don't have cable or dish or anything here at the apartment, so I don't get it from TV. Most of my world news probably comes from online versions of major media outlets like the WallStreetJournal.com or CNN or MSNBC or something like that, but the online version. There's a couple websites like Fark and Phased that kind of put interesting stuff together, and I read those and they'll link over there. So that's where I get a lot of my news from. Do I think things are biased? Yeah. Yeah, they kind of are by nature. I mean, even if you're trying not to be biased, like if that's your goal, unbiased news. So you put some stuff up, but that means you're leaving some stuff off, and so it's gonna be a little bit biased any way you try. And then there's things like CNN and Fox, which are, kind of obviously biased, and you can see the same story reported 2 different ways, and you get this completely different reaction, and that's before you even get commentary from these guys. So that's how I feel about I guess you're talking about big news, yeah. And, smaller news outlets probably less so. NPR is famous for being non-biased and extremely boring. If I were a famous announcer, oh yeah, this was tough. I spent a lot of time on this. I probably paced around for a good 10 minutes thinking about this, and I was trying to think of something funny and clever and witty and laugh in class and stuff. And I couldn't think of that, so I figured I'd be sincere. And I know this isn't original or creative or anything, but it's sincere, and I think I would say, good night and God bless.